guys, this is Ratchet Throw, and we are playing Criminal Case Conspiracy Case 12, The Art of Murder. Let's unlock Chapter 3. Yeah, you made some headway, but we still don't know who pushed on this. Okay, we know it. Oh yeah, someone's crying for help. Yeah, did you hear that? Someone's crying for help. Let's go for the other end of the street. Let's have a look. Okay, who's calling for help? Rita and Marty. What? Why are you drinking? What are you doing out here? Oh, Katria, so nice to see you here. Rita? Marty? What happened? We heard someone screaming. Oh, Marty nearly fell into the lava. I had to pull her back. It was hilarious. We try walking in heels on all this rubble. Jeez, why did you two get so wasted? And what are you doing on a crime scene? Marty wanted to take a selfie for her Insta pics profile with the lava. For Pete's sake, you're not safe to be around lava in your present state. I better drive you back to the station. I won't be long, yeah, I'll meet you back at Mira's studio so we can get on with finding clues. Yeah, who told you to go out and... Oh, it's showing her poster. The real show starring Mira, including lava. And that's how you get killed. And that's how she got killed. Just don't understand why we're Rita and Martina out on our crime scene drinking. Why did they do that? Anyway, let's just go back to Mira's studio. Let's see if there are any other people who dislike her because of her way to make some art. You killed Florence. What? How did she kill whoever Florence is? By refusing to save her and instead she took a picture of her. Is that it? Anyway, we'll see about it. Cathedral, boss is not here in Mira's studio that will crack this case. Why did you fight? This fight is both very quaint and a bit morbid. There's a little toaster with rest in peace Florence on it. Along with an angry message that said you killed Florence. But who is this Florence? Cathedral, it's not a good time for riddles. Let's hope we can find a handwriting in our database and get some answers. And we also have a phone to unlock and a canvas ripped to shreds. Alright, time to use our crime solving time to find out who killed our heartless artist. Okay. Okay, now you trust me to analyze handwriting. I don't do that often, thank you. Alright, before that, let's restore this canvas. Let's see what it's supposed to represent. Oh, it's Tony! Tony Marconi. Well, it looks a bit funny in here. Looks like he's supposed to be... I don't know. Phantom of the Opera? I don't know. Look at this. What is another one of Mira's works? It has her signature. Wait, the model looks familiar. Of course, it's Tony Marconi, that former gangster we saw at the yacht party. You think it was Marconi who slashed this canvas to bits? You're right, you better hear this straight from him. Yeah, we're gonna see. You don't like the painting? Alright, now let's unlock this smartphone. Oh, I thought I was gonna do that thing with the symbols. But alright, I'm gonna do it with letters and numbers. Oh, it's Bateman's phone. Cause his phone belongs to Christian Bateman. Huh, I thought he said he'd only met Mira once at that film premiere. I wonder how he left his phone in her studio then. Yeah, I better send his phone to Kathy and see what she finds on him. Yeah, were you just bored than what people thought you were? Well, anyway, you left your phone in her studio. We'll see about it. Alright, now let's analyze handwriting. Oh, it's her mother's. But yeah, that's when that plate was written by Mira's mom. But we still have to find out what this message about killing Florence means. I agree, we must talk to Miss Abernathy again. Okay, let's see now. She killed Florence, and how did she do it? Alright, first let's go talk to our favorite killer, Toadie. Mr. Marconi found this portrait of yours destroyed in Mira Cat's studio. Can you tell us the full story? Easy for you, such Katia. After all, you and I go back a long way. Only the doctor prescribed my antidepressants knows more about me than you do. You see, now that I'm a law-abiding businessman and all that, I wanted a portrait in my office, something that gives the right impression of me, like my crocodile skin wallet. I heard about this up-and-coming artist Mira Cat, so I commissioned a portrait from her. Needless to say, price was not an object. Well, such Katia found the canvas ripped to shreds, so I assumed the portrait wasn't to your taste. Of course not, I wasn't going to pay for that abomination. Just look at it and tell me, is this some kind of a practical joke? No one makes fun of Tony Marconi in this town, do you hear me? Least of all, I wanna be an artist still wet behind her ears. Mr. Marconi, maybe Detective Jones was right to warn us about you, but if you took your anger out on Mira, such Katia will find out. Oh, are we gonna arrest you again? Okay. Let's just, let's go talk to Mira's mother. Miss Abernathy admitted you and your daughter were different, but from the message on display, it sounds like you were accusing her of murder. Oh, so you know about this, such Katia. Well, you better hear the full story then. Florence was Mira's childhood cat. A sweet, sweet creature. I loved her almost as much as I loved Mira. They were both my fluffy little darlings. But Florence went missing one day and, well, a few days later Mira showed me her first work of art. I'm not sure I follow Miss Abernathy. Mira made a collage of cardboard with tufts of grey fur glued onto it. It was exactly like Florence's fur, and Mira was grinding from ear to ear. You think a daughter killed her cat to make art? That's dreadful. She never admitted to it, but I just knew. That's why I made that play. If I was to ever lay eyes on any more of her art, I wanted her to confess first. I needed closure. But Mira showed no remorse. I had to face the crushing truth. I brought a terrible creature into the world. Well, I hope it didn't result to take her out of it, Miss Abernathy. Or the only closure you'll get is a prison cell door slamming shut on you. Oh, so it wasn't just the earthquake, the theme of her art. She did something else. From a cat. Well, that doesn't sound good at all. Let's check out Bateman's phone. How did it end up in our victim's studio? Katia, I hope you have some answers about Bateman's phone. Katia found it in Mira's studio, and I bet he's hiding something from us. You can say that again. But first things first, I only found a few texts between Mira and Bateman, setting up that date at the film premiere you already know about. Unfortunately, that's all I found, but I'd better let Gabriel tell you about the audio files. Well, you should have our attention. Gabriel, what were those files about? Bateman's audio diary started out incautious and now just ramblings about stock market trends and so on. However, they quickly turned into long, detailed fantasies about torturing women. What? What? Bateman wants to torture women? How sick is that? The most disturbing aspect of it is Bateman's total lack of empathy. His voice stays emotionless through it all, like he was nothing. His thoughts also reveal he's on antidepressants, though he probably needs something stronger. Katia, Bateman always made my skin crawl with his total contempt for others, but I thought it was because he was a rich moron. But torture fantasies are a whole new level of sick. You're right, Katia, we must bring Bateman in now. Why do I get the feeling that he has something to do with Zoe Kusama's disappearance? I bet he's the one who kidnapped her, Trey, and all the other people. Mr. Bateman, we found your phone, and your sick fantasies about torturing women. Thoughts are not a crime, it's just a way to let off steam. Such Katia, you have no idea about the high pressure world of finance. I've earned more money since the start of this conversation than you'll ever see in your life. You think that's easy? And then there's peer pressure, constant competition. Is my crocodile skin wallet shiny enough? It's already a week old, is it embarrassing? The only thing that relaxes me after a long day is biting into red hot chilies. Pain calls me. A cop should understand such. Yeah, you're no stranger to pressure. Even though, of course, you're a lot less than me. Is that supposed to be a threat, dude? Ah, Mr. Baker, you killed Mira to fulfill your depraved fantasies. Arresting you will give us all the satisfaction we need from this job. Yep, I have a feeling he is going to be the killer. This investigation is starting to creep me out. If we are to believe Mira's mom, Mira's all had a sadistic side right from the start. She literally created her first art piece out of her dead cat. Now let's not forget the photograph she took of Ruby while she was buried under rubble, without even helping her. But all that pales in comparison to Bateman, who's literally fantasizing about torturing women. We need answers and fast. And maybe you're right, Katia. And what we didn't find under the rubble might be revealed under the disco lights. Let's go back to the yacht. Yeah, hope Tony is not there. Okay. Okay, let's investigate the yacht party again, this time just sofa. Oh, it's her glasses! Well, she didn't have them with her when she died, so... Even to guess the others dead, some others have clearly had a good time. Look at that pile of leftovers. Yeah, we should search through it. Hey, those are Mira's glasses. She didn't have them when we found the body, which means the killer must have dropped them here. Let's collect a sample from that purple substance on the frame. Yeah, we are closer than ever to catching Mira's killer. There's not a second to lose. Yeah. Okay, let's first search through this shiny trash can, if I'm going to say it like that. Or more golden trash can. You don't see those every day. It's a wrench. Well, yeah, she was bashed on the head, and she had a wound in her head, so that must be what it was used to knock her down. Whoa, what's that wrench doing on a party leftovers? You're right, Katia, we know Mira was hit in the head before she was pushed into her cage, and there's some dried blood on that wrench. We have a moment to lose. Let's send this wrench to the lab. Yeah, let's send it. Okay, now let's test all this pink substance. Well, not pink, purple substance from Mira's glasses. So close to each other, damn it. Good damn, now we have a sample of this substance from the victim's glasses. It's time to send it to the lab. Yeah. Okay, 15 hours. Let me just check the suspect. Let's see who's going to be the killer. Okay, Ruby, I'm kind of suspecting she's going to be the killer, and so I also suspect Bateman to be the killer. But I think we're not going to arrest him. But I think he has something to do with Zoe Kusama's disappearance. I think we're not going to arrest him for killing Mira, but I think we're gonna find out that he was the one who killed her, Trey, and all the other homeless people. Nothing from Megu. And what about Tony? Well, he only once killed. He's not like the Alden Green who killed twice, and then for the second murder he died. But no, I don't think it's going to be Tony. She was bashed with this wrench, right? Robert A knows about this wrench we found at the yacht party. Katia thinks the killer could have used it to knock Mira out. Very shrewd, Katia, and entirely correct. I found traces of the victim's blood on the wrench, which confirms that Mira's head wound was caused by this tool. What's even more interesting is that I also found some skill cells on the surface, but they weren't from the victim's scalp, as I expect. These skin cells were revealed to be the kind of ectodermal tissue that's found on people's hands. Therefore, they belong not to the victim, but to your killer. So I examined them closer, Katia. After the structural changes in the cells caused by natural aging, I can tell you that they belong to someone under the age of 40. So now I know the Kiro's age. Katia, this discovery will throw a wrench in the works for them. Yeah, wrench. So, who is less than 40 years old? We got Bateman, then there's Ruby. Katia, are you using the right shampoo for your hair color? Different levels of pigmentation react differently to various chemicals, you know. I mean, it's kind of you to care, but we don't have time for beauty advice. What about the substance Katia collected from our victims' glasses? That's what I'm talking about. The substance was shampoo, conceived specifically for the care of black hair. Mira's green hair was part of her trademark, so it wasn't her who smudged it on her glasses. But we already know the killer took Mira's glasses from the crime scene to hide them at the party, so the shampoo must have come from there, which means the killer has black hair. The killer's black hair will be their downfall, Katria. That's right. So it's not Ruby, so it's Bateman. Katria, we have all the evidence to arrest Mira Cat's killer. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, it's not her. I thought it was going to be Ruby. And he's 32. And Tony is 57. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. It was going to be him. He already seemed suspicious when we first met him. I think he's hiding something else. Probably to do something with Zoe Kusama's disappearance. Mr. Bateman, you're under arrest for the murder of Mira Cat. Such Katia, you keep going on about this Mira chick like I should know everything about her. I already told you, you're mistaken. Yes, you told us you barely remember Mira's name, but you can't hide behind your arrogance anymore. We know that you lied. Me lying? Such Katia, I'm actually more honest than most people. I don't pretend to care about them when I don't. Then what made you push Mira into the lava and wish that she'd burn in hell? You left traces of your medication behind when you squashed that car door, you know? So I'm a killer because I take antidepressants? You could arrest almost everyone in Money Mountain, such Katia. I told you, it's a high pressure environment. Yeah, it's clear what chasing money and status has done to your personality, Bateman. You're a deeply troubled man whose only release is thinking about torture. But what you did to me was more than fantasy. We found a wrench you used to knock her out and the key to the cage. What made you do it, Bateman? Did you even have a reason? Of course I had a reason. I'm not crazy. I'm a perfectly rational man. I just couldn't take it anymore. Alright, Sachkati, you win. Yes, I killed Mira. I killed her because she destroyed me. She destroyed the last part of me that could still feel things. I didn't lie to you about that publicity stunt. Going to the premiere with her was business. I didn't plan on falling in love with her. You fell in love with Mira? Forgive me, but that's hard to believe. I didn't expect it either, but during that night I realized Mira and I were two of a kind. Ambitious, talented, a cut above the rest. I so seldom meet people who are my equal, such Katria. It caught me off guard. It stirred up something in me that I thought was dead. But when I told Mira, she mocked me. Maybe she wasn't ready to admit that she too was vulnerable. Or maybe she was truly as numb inside as she pretended to be. I'll never know. But for me, there was no going back. There was nothing to hold back all that anger anymore. Tonight, I went to see her set up the stage for her performance. I already had that wrench in my pocket that was determined to end her life and my pain. That cage over the lava pit seemed like the perfect metaphor for what I felt, trapped in a destructive passion. Mira truly was talented. When she turned her back, I knocked her out and locked her in the cage. I waited impatiently for her to wake up, and when she did, I lowered the cage. Hearing her screams made me delirious with pleasure. It was ecstasy. Her fury and her pain mixed with mine. I screamed with her. I didn't want it to end. Gross. Yeah, that's very, very gross. So it was true about torturing women. Mr. Bateman, you sicken me. I just hope the corporal knows what to do with you. You're under arrest. I think he's gonna get the life sentence. Mr. Bateman, you're accused of pushing Mira Cat into a crevice of molten lava. I must admit I don't often try a case like this. I consider my actions entirely reasonable, Your Honor. I killed Mira because she denied me the last chance of feeling a human love. Mira could have pulled me back from the brink, but she didn't, so I pushed her into the fiery abyss instead. You consider it rational to torture and kill someone because she rejected your advances? It's good that money and status have given you a sickening sense of entitlement, and when you didn't get something for the first time in your life, you couldn't stand it. You also evidently display some serious psychiatric issues. You are therefore sentenced to life in prison pending a psychiatric evaluation. You think I'm crazy? I am the sanest person in this room. I am the only one who is honest enough to face my darkest fantasies. Yeah, I told you I was going to get a life sentence. Katrina, what a messed up case. An artist who exploits human suffering ends up killed by an insane businessman because he suddenly has feelings. This earthquake brought some disturbing things to the surface. I just hope we can move past it and... Katrina, I need to talk to you immediately. Ramirez, what's the matter? I think I found June's missing girlfriend. Well, tell us then, where is she? I think Bateman had something to do with her disappearance. I have that feeling. And he's a creepy bastard. Alright, we're gonna stop. Here we go, continue playing on Shaky Ground number 6. So, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video, and I'll see you again. Goodbye!